You're watching Channel 9 Cheyenne, Wyoming. We interrupt our normal programming for coverage of the presidential address live from the White House.
That's next, right after this word from our sponsor.
Are you feeling run down? Have you been diagnosed with type 1 or type 2 kidney failure?
Then come on down to Cheyenne Dialysis. We've got all the deals and all the customers that made me the dialysis king of Cheyenne. Full kidney dialysis, just $89,999. 2-day full kidney dialysis, $199,999. At these prices, you can't afford not to get dialysis. No insurance, no problem. We'll work with you using your mortgage, will, or other assets. Stop being a burden on your family and come get dialysis today. And don't get it from anyone but the dialysis king.
On the corner of Laramie and Fairfax, right next to Applebee's in downtown Cheyenne.
Hi, kids. I'm Donald Trump, your president, and I'm going to read you a story. It's a very special story about a very special reindeer. Once upon a time, in the forest, there was a little reindeer. All the reindeers agreed he was the best reindeer out of all the reindeers. The next day, a grumpy old sleepy-eyed reindeer came into town and started saying, "You know the reindeer who's awesome? You know what? He's not awesome. But he is awesome." All the reindeers said, "But he's awesome." I think that we should have an election. Like a vote to see who is the best out of all the reindeers. Why do we need an election? We don't need an election. Everyone knows I'm the best. The forest has never been better. But he demanded an election. So they went to the North Pole and asked Santa. And he said,
Oh, what is it, my reindeers? Santa is a little busy. It is the run-up to Christmas, after all.
said Santa. The mean, sleepy-eyed reindeer walked up to Santa and said, "I want an election. I want to prove that I'm better than this guy who thinks he's the best. I am the best, and everybody knows I'm the best." And Santa looked up from the toys that he was painting and said,
What silliness is this? An election? In the run-up to Christmas? Anyway, everybody knows he's the best reindeer.
said Santa, chuckling. "I want an election." The cool, awesome reindeer said, "Okay, I agree, we'll do it. But only if you can promise that it's not rigged and it's not a fix." And the big day came.
That's next, after a word from our sponsor.
Have you ever contemplated suicide? Do these thoughts keep you from enjoying everyday life?
Then come on down to Cheyenne Dialysis. There's no way you can outrun these dialysis deals. Early bird dialysis, just $79,000 before 9 a.m. Tuesday and Thursday lunchtime dialysis. I'll do 2 of you old farts for the price of 1. Gobble, gobble up our Thanksgiving special. $60,000 a kidney all Thanksgiving week. Do you want to feel young and full of energy like a hot girl? Then stop being a bitchy old grandma and come get dialysis today. And remember, don't get it from anyone but the dialysis king.
On the corner of Laramie and Fairfax, right next to Applebee's in downtown Cheyenne.
In the forest, and the election happened. People started cheating. The numbers changed. 300,000 in just Pennsylvania. And that's Dominion. And who owns shares in the company Dominion? And they say he won. He's won. He won the election, and he did not win the election. He didn't win because they cheated. And I fought an honest election. And do you know what happened to the little reindeer? He died. And they all cheered his death. It was so sad. Nobody knew what happiness was anymore. And there was no Christmas ever again.
This been Channel 9 Cheyenne's coverage of the presidential address. We now return to normal programming.
Mr. Trump, are the rumors true that you had a stroke?
No. No, look. They said I went to Walter Reed Hospital. I had a stroke. I didn't have a stroke. You know, I beat coronavirus. I beat COVID.
Mr. Trump.
Chris, I beat. Oh boy! Stroke!
Mr. Trump, are you having a stroke right now, or are you just making fun of people with disabilities?
No, I'm okay. I'm good. Can we just cut out that little cough and the little stroke?
Whoa. That's fake.
Completely fake.
But he was just saying things about coronavirus.
Coronavirus? Completely fake.
In conclusion, I guess that we are all blind. Just remember, next time you're listening to Tom Cruise, he might not be real.
We'll have more on deepfakes in the coming months. But now,
And do you know who's putting these out there? It's like Russia, which is like the worst country in Europe, because they have nothing better to do because it's shitty and cold over there, and they just eat beef stroganoff and dance with bears. Okay, next question.
It's despicable.